Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! Yeah. Early mornings before the sunlight, house still sleeping. Screens already lit, one desk, one plan. Every click gotta mean something. Born in the garage, one outlet, one extension. Pressure taught discipline, not talking, just intention. No suit fed my confidence, no hand-me-down plays. Bills on the counter taught me risk has a face. They said trust the system, I trusted the work. Every loss paid tuition, every win left a scar. I heard a cricket in the quiet, steady chirp in the dark. Like patience beats panic when you're playing it smart. If I eat, that's on me. If I fall, same name. From the people for the people, no shame in the gang. Yeah. This ain't Wall Street. This RoDY. Hey. Bang for the buck, move slow, move low. Stack that premium, protect my six. Upside open, but I hedge that risk. This ain't luck, I'm ready. Hey. Garage born mine with the market steady. Yeah. I don't chase green candles, I monetize waiting. Data working daily while they guessing and praying. Risk defined entry, exit already mapped. Know what I lose before the order gets tapped. Premium stacking, structure over sensation. Volatility paying rent with no conversation. I don't need direction, I trade behavior. Let emotion burn out, let the numbers stay paper. Fast money flashy, but it fades when it's pressed. I want repeatable wins with my downside dress. Not a lottery ticket, this a blueprint I trust. Level the field, get more bang for the buck. This ain't Wall Street, this RoDY. Bang for the buck, move slow, move low key. Stack that premium, protect my six. Upside open, but I hedge that risk. This ain't luck, I'm ready. Garage born mine with the market steady. Raj, cricket, patience building the minutes. Risk known, I don't trade what I don't own. Now for everyone, let's keep it exact. Pressure make diamonds, not internet caps. No handouts, no hero, no suit to impress. Just structure, discipline, time doing reps. RoDY the method, remember the name. From the people, for the people, but not everyone plays. Born in a garage, born in a garage, yeah, born in the garage, inspired by cricket. Built for the people, but not everyone gets it. Born in a garage.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are live again because I'm off work and I decided to do some live trading. I got to do it anyway, so why not record it live and show you guys, me trading, if that's exciting to you. Of course, this is on the Retire on Options channel. And of course, the market's blah. I wanted the market to be green today, but, it is what it is. We'll see what it looks like. So let's get to it. Bitcoin update, of course, we were much higher. I'm not sure what happened, but we were in the 73.7 range. But now we're down to 71. By the way, please confirm if you can hear me, confirm the audio is all good. And if you didn't see my response, BTC Bulldog or anyone on X, yes, I am live on YouTube under the Retire on Options channel. If anyone can share that in the comment, he probably won't see it on the YouTube comments anyway. Never mind. So, all right, whatever. Let's get to it. All right. I'm going to start with the wheel strategy. So, as you know, I started back up. I got involved with the wheel again because it's fun. All right, it is. It's easy. It's fun. And as long as I'm just using one stock, which is TSLL at the moment, then it really keeps it simple. So right now, again, it's Friday the 13th. We have 3 puts expiring today. We have a 12, a 13, and a 14. TSLL is at, well, per Google Sheets, 1390. Per the left side of the screen, yes, 1390. So my 14 is in danger of assignment, but I welcome it. It's all good. Give me the shares. I'll take 14. That's a help me average my other 100 shares that I bought at 18. And then I sold 2 other contracts for next week, 11 and 13. TSLL is currently at 1389. So what I'll do is I'll do another contract for next week. I'll do a third. I'll do that right now. Let's do it. TSLL. Yeah, BTC Bulldog. I definitely shared it on X before. I don't know how to get it to you because you're on X, but I mean, you could type retire on options, or you can go to retire on dividends. My community post, I definitely posted it there. But yeah, either way, yeah. I mean, I could see your comments, but obviously, you probably want to be. If you're on the YouTube, you could talk to the others. All right. Gonna have to bounce. Happy trading day. Thanks for joining, Ambassador. Ambassador made me a sweet ass retire on crypto song. So on Thursday, when we talk about crypto, you guys will hear it, and it's pretty damn sweet. So thank you for that. All right, we're doing a put. Today's date is March 13th, 26. Expiration date will be March 20th. And the stock price at execution, $13.89. So I have an 11 for next week. I have a 13. What am I going to do next? I'm going to do a 12. Why the hell not? So we'll do a $12 put. We're going to sell a $12 put. Why? Well, because we'll get decent premium for that. It's a week away. And again, this is a double leveraged Tesla fund. So it should pay, fairly decent, I'll say. So let's go. So I'll do the trade on the actual Thinkorswim website. So what I'll do is I'll go to trade and I'll type in T. I know it's tough to see, guys, but I get it, but I can't make it any really bigger. So let me know if you have any questions as we go. All right, March 20th, what'd I say? 12 bucks, 12 buck put. Let's see. Scroll to the right. That pays about 14 cents. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but yeah, why not? It's better than nothing, right? So if I go back to the file, let's just say we do get 14 cents, right? And the delta, what was the delta on that? Let's double check the delta on a $12 put. Let's see, delta is 0.13. So again, rather safe bet here. But I mean, is really anything safe with a leveraged fund? It's showing an annualized yield of 42% individually. So, and to me, that's acceptable. Again, I'm not going heavy and hard on this wheel strategy. I'm just doing a little bit. All right, so let's try to get that 14 bucks. All right, so let's roll that put. All right, so I'm going to click this. Let's see. What the hell did I do? How do I get rid of that? What the hell did I do? Trade grid. All right, so if I click that, no. Last. Got double click it? No. I don't think I've ever made a new trade on here. Maybe I hold command. There you go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to sell single -1 TSLL March 20th, $12 strike. Call, no thank you. We're doing a put. It's showing 11 cents, but we want 14. All right, so we're going to sell minus, right? Minus is sell. TSLL put, $12. We want 14. Boom. Confirm and send. Final review. 14 bucks. Sell one TSLL put 14 cents. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, all right, that's it. So we're going to send it and see what happens. There it goes. It filled. All right, so that's good. So we're going to go check the under monitor. We have filled orders, and you'll see here, because again, even though I clicked 14, it could be 14 or above. So it did go through as 14. And so that's my final trade on the wheel this week. So I'll bottom this out, put the border in, and if we go down here, I'm not doing my video tomorrow, FYI. So this is the video tomorrow morning. I'm probably, well, I'll let you know. It might be repetitive if I do it again tomorrow. So, all right. So this is pulling up, should be pulling up all 3 trades. Yes, it is. All right. So, all right. So that's $70 for the week. Again, this, I'm pulling the capital that's pending, the capital that I'm using for the entire week, 7,500. So what we'll do is, that's formula related. I'm going to lock that in. So that's 7,500. So based on that, I actually had an annualized for the week of 48%, if I think of it that way, right? Because even though last week's trades are done and over with, I still have that money pending. So I'm still technically using that money on TSLL. So that's why I'm considering as the overall capital. I don't know why this decimal went away. It bothers me. All right. So there you go. $70 for the week. Whoopie do. I know. Whoopie freaking do. So we'll plug that in here. Boom. And then capital used, 7,500. So yeah, we have more trades. This is the most I've used since we started back with a wheel, risking 7,500 on TSLL. And as you can see to the left, let's look, TSLL is at 1385. So again, we'll keep an eye on that. My $14 one may get assigned, which is okay. I welcome it. I would be happy to buy 100 shares at $14. If it closes above 14, then none of these get assigned and they're all expired worthless. Okay, so that's my wheel strategy. Now we move on to the RoDY. Let's go. Let's zoom in first. Actually, let's go to the comments. There's not many. You guys are half asleep. Dividend Dream, what's going on? Welcome, 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 Grumpy. Welcome, Wolf. Ambassador left. BTC Bulldog. Did you get in here yet? Let's see. Double D's here, or was here. And who else we got? Biggest Woody was the first one. So congratulations. You won. You won nothing, but you won in general. So let's get to it. We're going to go right to open. We're going to see what covered calls expire today. Today's the 13th, Friday the 13th. And the answer is none. The soonest one that expires is March 20th, and that's next week. Okay, so now look at all these contracts. All these contracts are going. So I did a quick pivot down here. It shows the number of contracts I have sold on open is 9. The number of contracts remaining is 1. So I can sell one more call on open. Is open green? No, it is not. It is down 0.31%, and it's showing to be at 482. So what I'm going to do is nothing, basically. I'm not going to do anything on open, which means, guess what? They're not going to help me hit my weekly goal because it's not worth it to me. I'm going to keep that one contract open and see how it goes. But, hopefully we get a little green next week. I mean, I need it to be at least $5 for me to sell call in the future at 7. So again, my open position is sucking right now. There's nowhere else, no other way to explain it. All right. Anyway, let's see. So we got SoFi. I have a SoFi covered call expiring today, $28. SoFi is in the dumpster. SoFi is at $17. So obviously this thing is expiring worthless. So if you go here, that will expire worthless. Now, the number of contracts I can use is 5. This is my first SoFi position. Obviously, I have 3 pending right now, and I could do 2 more. But you know what? SoFi is at 17. Like, what the hell am I going to do? Right? Am I going to sell calls? My cost basis is 28. Am I going to sell calls under my cost basis, and risk it running up? Although it hasn't shown any sign of running up, so maybe that's a good move. I don't know. Also, I need to worry because my synthetic does expire on May 15th. So that is 2 months away. And we are very, very far away from our range, our $28 average cost basis. So, something's going to have to be done. I mean, obviously, I should be closing this position, to be honest, take the loss and move on, because again, everything, I did I'll say maybe it's too short term when I opened this position, but again, this is one of the first positions I opened when I started this strategy, but obviously lesson learned since then, because I did open a second SoFi position, and this one expires June of 2028. So I have ample time to allow SoFi to recover. Hopefully it does. And I expect it will, so I'm not worried. Anyway, on this SoFi position, I have a cost basis of 2150, and I have 4 contracts. So I have 2 contracts expiring today. I have a 2150 and a 22. And to be honest, they're going to expire worthless, and I'm not going to roll them. Like, I can't. I'm not going to get anything. And again, I'm just going to hope that Monday's green. If not, I'm going to have to make some moves next week, because I gotta make some money out of these. But if SoFi does continue to go down, I'm going to open yet another synthetic. So the way I treated this SoFi position, you could see I started it at 25, 1 contract. Then I added 23 because it dropped. Then I added a 20, and then I added 18. Currently, SoFi is at 1764. If SoFi drops to 16, I will add it. If SoFi goes up, I will sell covered calls. That's my strategy. And again, the SoFi is cheap. This was the strategy that I should have used on a lot of these, because again, in case of the dip, then I only have 1 contract, to average down on versus say 3. So I think it'll work out. I'm very happy with this. I'm not happy where it's at right now, but I'm happy with this position for the long term. ELF is really, really pissing me off, because I mean, it actually is green today. And again, what happened. We rolled our freaking synthetic, and it's honestly kind of painful, because we didn't have to do that. We rolled it to offset the covered call that was already blown through. And then sure enough, ELF just came back down. Like, come on, man. But I don't know. But we have a covered call here. Let's see what we're doing. We're going to roll it. We got to roll it, right? We got to roll it. So, because ELF also expires in May. So let's do a sell call. And today is March 13th. We will roll it into next week. So I just do that plus 7. Stock price 72. Wow, 72.71. That is embarrassing. So let's see. Again, my cost basis, what did I roll it down to? I rolled it to an 85. So I'm comfortable doing this at 85. So if we plug in 85, what is that? That's 16% out of the money. And we can check the delta too, just to get an idea. So if we go to trade, we pull up ELF. Sorry if I'm rushing, but I'm on the time crunch for my to get my son off the bus. So what the heck did I say? 85? It's not even in the visual. So if I do an $85 covered call, that is a delta of 0.09, and the premium is what? 28 cents. I know it sucks, but whatever. What I say? 0.09. So obviously 9% chance of assignment. And what was the premium? 0.28 was the last. The bid is 21. The ask is 41. Oh, so I'm going to try 35 for shits and giggles, which is half of what we got last week. And last week's was a $90 strike. All right, so what we'll do is we'll do a rolling order on this, and we will roll the 90 strike down to 85 with next week's expiration. All right. So if you guys have Thinkorswim, hopefully, me showing you this maybe helps. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Again, there's 106 people on between X and YouTube. So type in the chat whether or not you use Thinkorswim, and if you have any questions so far. So again, we got the weekly. Here it is. So what you do is, all right, first off, I'm going to check mark here. The mark which means the current price to close it is 5 cents. I'm okay with that. You know, anything under 10 cents is good because all the theta is gone essentially, except 5 cents. So that's okay. So what we'll do is we'll click the covered call and we will create rolling order. It will default to next week and it will default to the same strike. But as you can see, if I choose a $90 strike, it will give me 7 cents. Oh, wow. How generous. Which means obviously the call is about 12 cents net of the $5 close being 7 cents. So what we'll do is we'll go to the March 20th line. We'll choose an $85 strike. And this is showing 26 cents. We did say we wanted 35, and it does cost 30 to close. So yeah, so let's do this. 30-cent credit, and I think that's a good deal, right? I think the buyer should give me that. What do you think? All right, so we're gonna hit confirm and send. Obviously, it lets you review it one more time. It shows it's a diagonal. Great, credit, boom. All right, let's do this. And here we go. Nope, no click, right? No ding. So it means it did not go through. So you have to go back here and you can see the current offering is 0.255. Very unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So let's go back and look. All right, if we get 0.25, right, and we go to the bottom, let's just see what does that actually yield? It yields 47%. I mean, yeah, that sucks. But you know what? It's better than nothing. Is ELF going to run up next week? Maybe. Are we going to get blown through next week? Maybe. And you know what? If it happens, I'm probably just closing out the trade. But either way, I'm collecting my $25 today. I'm going to get something out of this. So what we'll do is we'll go back and we will accept the $25. We will click this, the squares at the end, cancel, replace, and we'll go here and we will replace it with 25 cents. Confirm and send, replacing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Canceled, and come on. Really, bro? Don't tell me it's not going through. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, I freaking hate ELF sometimes. All right, 23 cents it's at. All right, we accepted it mainly because, well, number one, we don't have time to play around. Number two, whatever. We know we're in a shitty spot, so we'll take what we can get. All right, so anyway, 0.23 is the net between the the buy to close and the sell to open. So again, that's the rolling order. So in the end, we got $23, and if you look here, $23 against shelling out essentially $2,751. That is a 43% yield on an annualized basis. Still good, but you know what? From where we're at, this is annoying. You know, the market is very freaking annoying, and it's aggravating, to be honest, at this point. But neither here nor there. We have to learn how to make money in all types of markets. We can't sit here and whine about it. We got to just do it. Do it. All right, let's look at our indexes. IWM is up next. Here we go. Here we go. All right, let me check on comments. Any questions or comments? What news are we expecting? I don't know. Are we expecting news? Oh, Middle East, yeah. Biggest Woody, I use Robinhood. He uses Legend. I opened Legend a few times, but I mostly use the app. DD loves Legend. And BTC, great. Bitcoin's going down now. Let's check. Yeah, well, it's not too bad. Could be worse. All right, let's do our IWM. So we're going to sell a call. Yeah, we're gonna get some money on this. So what we do is we sell the call Friday the 13th. We're gonna we're going to roll this call basically, right, into next week. Let's see the current price of IWM. Where the heck is it? It's in the red, of course. It's in the red. It's at 246.29. 246.29. All right. Now, we were at 251 last week, so this is a pretty decent drop. Now, if we go to the IWM synthetic page, we can look here. Our strike price right now is 260. So we're going to have to drop it to 260, unfortunately, which is basically at our cost basis. So if we drop it to 260, that makes it 5% out of the money. Are we comfortable with that? Maybe, maybe not. But again, if you want to get any type of premium, I mean, you got to do it, right? You got to do it. If it goes up, if it runs up next week, again, this is an index, so the likelihood of an index up of 6% in a week or 10% in a week, 6% would be fine. We could roll that easily. But if it goes up like 10%, it's going to be a little tough. So I'll do 260. I think it'll be fine. And let's go see what that looks like. So first, what we'll do is let's just go to the trade screen and we'll see what the 60 looks like for IWM for next week. Keep in mind, there's so many lines here is they have daily options. And you could do options. Again, I could sell calls for Monday expiration, Tuesday expiration. But again, if I had the time, if I was retired, I'd probably be doing that. But I don't have the time. So anyway, what the heck did I say? 260, right? So if I go all the way down to 260, let's see. 260 is a delta of 0.09, and I will collect 39 cents. So again, delta 0.09, premium, what would we say, 39 cents. So let's see how much it costs to close the position, and then we'll net the two together. All right, ELF is done. Let's go to IWM. All right, IWM, here it is. It costs 0.005, so less than a penny, although you're going to have to pay a penny. So maybe we can get like 38 cents to roll this. All right, so we did create rolling order. And let's see. So we did a buy to close to 261. And first thing, it defaults not to next Friday. It defaults to Monday. So we have to change that to March 20th. And we're going to roll the strike price down to 260. And that is showing 36-cent credit. Again, it went up. Yeah. 37. So we said we wanted 38. So let's roll with that. 38 cents credit. Rolling it into next week. Again, we're rolling the strike down $1. And it basically costs almost nothing to close out the old. We technically could just let this expire worthless and hope we pop on Monday. But with this whole war thing, it's not worth it. I might as well just stay in the game, collect the premium I can get, and move on. All right, so let's do confirm and send. What the heck? Hard to borrow. Yeah, sometimes you get a warning. This is considered hard to borrow. All right, whatever. Okay, so 38 cents, diagonal, March 20th. Yep, all right, send. Okay, did not go through. I did 38. It's telling me 36. Whatever. I'll give you your freaking 36. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there you go. Do you guys hear that? For those of you that are still here, do you guys hear that? That's my favorite part about Thinkorswim. All right, anyway, so you could see the transaction here. Sell to open, I got 37 cents. Buy to close, I paid penny. Net, 36 cents. All right, so I'll plug that in here, 36 cents. Great, wonderful. I mean, not really, but hey, get what you can get. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. All right, so anyway, that's $36 for the week. We are risking $4,269, so a $36 payment is 43.85% annualized yield. So do you consider that worth it or not? I do. I mean, it is worth it. I'm not happy about it, but it's worth it. It's certainly better than nothing, sitting on our ass. All right, let's move on to the other index, the Qs. All right, so QQQ and the QQQ. Let's go to the comments first. All right, BT. Yeah, it's just Patrick. Market was up in the morning because oil was down, and then the whole thing, oh, it was up in the morning? Damn. See, I missed out. But I usually just wait until the end of the day anyway. But, I mean, you can't. Yeah, it did look green in the pre-market from what I remember. But honestly, I'm just like, I'm numb to it all at this point. All right, so let's see what we can get for our Qs. One of my favorite positions. Very expensive, though. All right, the Qs price currently at 593.09. So, yes, this continues to drop. You can see last week it was at 603. Unfortunately, 615 is our synthetic cost basis. So I'm really not trying to drop it underneath of that, to be honest. So there's no wiggle room. Like if Qs keep dropping, we're kind of screwed here, you know? I mean, unless we sell calls under the synthetic strike. So we'll have to see. We'll have to determine it. But honestly, if the Qs continue to drop, I may just open a new position with a 1 to 2 year time frame out. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll this to 615, and we're going to get what we can get. The delta on that is going to be super low. Let's check out what the delta is. Any guesses? Any guesses on what that delta would be? I'm going to guess like 0.06. All right, so what do we say? 615 call. What? What? 0.14? Yeah, it's only 3. It is 3% out of the money. Wow, I didn't look at the old delta was point. So again, that's still a high percentage. If we use that as percentage of assignment, that's pretty decent. But all right, whatever. What's the premium? What premium does it pay? The last one went through at 127. Okay. All right, so let's go here. Let's close out IWM, and we'll go right to the Qs. So the Qs, we have a call here. How much does it cost to close? Fraction of a penny. Great. I mean, of course, because our position sucks, because the market sucks. All right, so whatever. We're going to do a rolling order. Again, it's going to default. The sell to open is going to default to Monday. We want to choose Friday. We're going to make this 1 week out because we do weekly options. We ain't got time to do more. We don't. We ain't doing freaking daily. Wish we could, right? If I did daily, I'd ruin everything. I mean, I'm already kind of ruining stuff doing individual stocks, but whatever. All right, so we're gonna accept $130. All right, so let's roll that. Confirm and send. You always want to make sure it's on limit too. See LMT limit, because you don't know, right? They'll take anything, right? It basically says you'll take anything, and then the buyer will get its way. All right, so let's just hit send. Let's see what we got. There you go. Went through. All right. So we're going to wait till that beautiful message goes away. And now we look up here. All right. So we got 130. And that's what we asked for. So let's plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. All right. So that's 130. If we go over here, it's a rolling order on the old position. And that should automatically pre-fill. So $130 income. On risking 8,600 annualized, that comes to 78%. So that's not bad. I mean, sucks compared to last week. Last week we got 358. This is the worst. Yeah, it is the worst. No, we did have worse actually, but we don't have many more days left. Again, or do we? Wait, when's this synthetic expire? Oh yeah, this synthetic's good till December. But you can see like we're trying to obtain a weekly goal of $16 in order to pay off our original investment. And we're making, even on a bad week, 130. So that's pretty good. So the Qs, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. I mean, I complained a lot, but it's pretty good. All right, you guys, since this is my weekly video, since I might not do one tomorrow, I want to show you my VIX order. I had a $25 one. It was on Tuesday. Yes. So on Tuesday, I rolled it. At the time, the VIX was actually 25.13. So it was in the money. So I rolled an in-the-money call out to next week with a 3/18 expiration, and I kept the same strike. Why? Because 25 is high. We're at war. We've been at war. 25 went up to maybe 29, 30. I don't know what it hit, but I believe we're going to come back down. So I am comfortable rolling a call at the strike price that's in the money. I'm also comfortable because I can't get assigned early. All right. The VIX, calls won't get assigned early. So that's a beauty. That's a beautiful thing. And how much did I collect on that? I collected $120 per share. So $120 for rolling that sucker. So in your face, right? So isn't that awesome? My VIX play. I wish I had more VIX plays right now. I'd be rolling a bunch of contracts, making a lot of money. Because why? Because the market is fearful, right? It's the fear index. What's the VIX at right now? It's at 27. So, okay. But we'll see how this goes headed into next week. Oh, yeah. Check out the yield on this. $120. My leap, I did this on a leap. My leap cost me $800. So the way I look at it is I made $120 and for shelling out $800 and that, per week. So the ROI on that 15%, if I annualize it, sucker, 780%. Yes, ridiculous. I know. And that's it, man. That's it, actually. I don't think I'm going to hit my goal. Yeah, I didn't hit the weekly goal. 309. What is my income? My goal was 519. So that's kind of a letdown. I'm actually going to change a couple things in my account. I'm thinking about building up a base because in the beginning, I think you guys know the story. I was always doing mostly dividend ETFs and little to no options. And then I converted to a lot of options. So let me show you my base spreadsheet over here. So what I'm trying to do is build a solid base of stocks that I like, that I trust, that will help me hit my income goals, that will pay my bills. My bills are approximately $2,000 a month, right? So that's about $24,000 a year. So I'm trying to figure out how much capital I need, for each of these individuals. Obviously, STRC I already own. I own 100 shares of that. T-SPY I started buying. Let me see if it's on dip. It is. It's at 23.76. So I'm gonna buy more actually. So what I'll do is I'll show you here. Here's my T-SPY. I have 30 shares, right? My cost basis is $24.34, and the current price is $23.76. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy 10 more. I'm gonna do it on the other screen though. Yeah, we'll buy 10 more. Let's do a market order for that. I don't care. So that'll be like $237. So that 30 should change to 40. There you go. So I have 40 shares of T-SPY. All right. So again, I'm building my base. Instead of having a lot of cash on the bottom, I'm building a base. Feel free to chime in, guys, if you have a good base stock I could buy, I could use. The reason I chose T-SPY is I wanted an S&P fund that does 0 DTE, that has 1256 contracts, and they meet it, and they had the best performance of the bunch based on what my need is. The yield obviously doesn't satisfy paying my bills if I did all in T-SPY, but again, it's a good addition to the party. I already own STRC. Let me see what percent STRC is of my portfolio. STRC is 13% of my portfolio. That's unfortunate because STRC is currently under $100. It's at $99.69, which means it's below par, which is when you want to buy it. So this is a great opportunity to buy it. However, I'm pretty decently exposed to it already, so I'll hold off. I've been talking about it, and I haven't done anything, but I think I'm going to buy gold. I'm going to buy GDXY. Now, let me add it to my watch list first so we have it. I'm probably not going to trade this thing, so I'll just override this. Let's do GDXY. Let's hope it's red for the day. Wow, it's down 5% for the day. Whew. All right, so I'm going to start a position in GDXY. What better day? It's down 5. It's been down. It's been beat down pretty bad. What do you guys think of GDXY as, you know, part of my base build out? You think that's a good one? GDXY, it has a yield of 46%. So that would make me happy. The tax implication, it pays out ordinary income, or if it's return of capital, obviously return of capital. So this, again, I think it would give good balance. I have no exposure to metals or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, and I'm not trading gold. I don't want to do it. So I'd rather just pay someone to do it for me. So this will be my gold exposure going forward. And I'm not going to jump in like a maniac. I'm just going to buy 10 shares. Actually, let me see what 10 shares cost. Probably not a lot. Again, I hate buying on Thinkorswim, so that's why I'm doing it on my other screen. But I'll show you that I did it, obviously. All right, so GDXY. Let's see, 10 shares. Market order, that would be $148. Is it going to continue to drop? Do I want to do $20? I mean, 20 shares. Yeah. I'll do 10. I'll keep it at 10. Again, it might keep it could keep dipping, so got to keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to hit place order. All right, so if we go over here now, you'll see GDXY is now part of the portfolio, 10 shares. All right, look at the Christmas colors up here. Isn't it pretty? All right, so now we have, again, our base is STRC, T-SPY, GDXY. Chippy, currently I don't trade NVIDIA. I don't trade Avgo. I don't trade any of them. And Chippy is really, I'm just watching them dominate, right? Dominate almost every freaking fund. So let me replace Avgo. Let's do this. Type that. Let's see what Chippy is at. Chippy is it's slightly green. It's at $55. So the question is, do I add Chippy now or do I wait? Chippy was a $50 fund. It launched at 50. It's been paying out massively. And now, you know, what's it doing? I don't know. Should I wait or what do you think? What do you guys think? Double D says he likes GDX. What the hell is GDXY? I already forgot. GDXY, but he likes GDXW better. Is that the Round Hill one? I don't know. I'm not. The Round Hill ones are it's just leverage. I want them to work for me. I want them to do some options trades for me. What do you guys think of Chippity-doo-dah? Wheel Soxel and start a synthetic on NVIDIA instead of Chippy. Yeah, I'm done synthetics with individual stocks because they could just burn your ass too much. And NVIDIA is not cheap, really. So starting a wheel on Soxel, yeah, I mean, that, of course, is a possibility. But that thing, I'm lightly wheeling into TSLL at the moment, you know, with my 6 contracts. So Chippy would basically be the placeholder until I do jump into Soxel. Soxel, or you know, the other NVIDIA if I ever do that. Tesla Groupie, finally. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I think she's going live at 3 if anyone wants to join her. I don't know. Are you still? I like how they're all ROC. Yeah. Oh, the base. Yeah. Well, some of them are not necessarily ROC. Well, STRC is 100% ROC until obviously your cost basis is 0, taxable cost basis. T-SPY, 1256 contracts, actually, or ROC. That also could be ROC, so I should add that. And GDXY obviously, you know, does options, so it's either ordinary income or ROC. Now, yes, so I have to think about adding Chippy. I have KYLD and Ulti because I need to bump up my yield. I don't know, honestly, though. I'm thinking about forcing myself to do a comparison of the two, what they hold, what their strategy is, and to make, you know, do a video on it too. Why the hell not? So it's not really, it's here, but it's not in my base. So don't go crazy. Chippy's the next one to be added. Who else you guys consider a good, like, safety, a good, we'll call it the savings account funds, the ones that you actually, you know, you trust the capital can maintain itself reasonably while paying you out a yield. What do you think of that WMTI fund? I could add that, but that's individual exposure, which is the problem. Or I could do the Rec Shares Fund of Funds, GIF, right? That's also a decent one. All right, so Chippy is great. Yes, it is. I mean, it's the GOAT until it's not, right? I mean, these chip stocks have been doing fantastic. So what do you think? Should I get into Chippy now? Or should I wait? It's tough. It's tough. I'll eventually buy it again. Wheel TQ. You know, the TQQQ is not cheap either. You know, we ain't rich over here. Let's check out the TQQQ price. Oh, damn. Okay, it's not that bad. It's my God. What the heck? This thing has tanked. Year to date down 12, 6 months. 1 year. All right. Well, TQ. Yeah, no. I could wheel it. Yeah, I could. I could wheel TNA. I could wheel TQQQ. What's you pro at? Probably not good enough. Yeah, they're at 103. A little too much. I don't want it that high. Under 50 is okay. But yeah, maybe, Wolf. But the problem is right now I have QQQ exposure on the synthetic, a decent amount of money. I sold a StockTool. Getting wild. Yeah, Soxel is wild. It is nuts, actually, but it's fun. And it's one that it actually goes both ways. It doesn't just go freaking down. All right. Love Wheel and TQQQ. I mean, Round Hill, it's all ROC. You mean all the Round Hills in general are ROC? KYLD is only paying about 28. Yeah, well, that's a good yield still, but it's not, I don't know. Ulti's paying what, 70? Finally just closed my Condor for 200 profit. I don't know how you do that between work. Crazy. BTC. I'm trying to keep away. I'm trying to keep crypto out of this account. I know STRC is here, but I don't really consider that, you know, necessarily, you know, volatile like Bitcoin. My Robinhood account is doing that. How about O or main? Now we're talking super duper low yields. But yeah, I used to love O. Realty Income. You know, they basically give a raise like all the time. And what about, isn't there a YieldMax real estate fund? But I don't know, man. Semi, Man, I don't know. I know it did look impressive this past week, but yeah, renty. But I don't know. I gotta, but it doesn't beat Chippy. Nothing beats Chippy. Chippy is the GOAT. There's very, very few funds that have beaten Chippy. So again, we have to go with what works, right? What do you think? Just go with what works and see what the income is. But I don't want to just keep adding crap, um, just to add crap. So I'm going to be a little stingy on my base. So, but right now, again, this is my base: STRC, GDXY. It's these suckers. So yellow. There you go. All right. What else? What else we got? Yeah, so let me look. Here's the problem. Let me see what my balance is. I know I have to go on privacy mode or else it shows my account number up there. So my cash is showing 35,000, but my option requirement is 17,000. So I have about 17 or 18,000 to spare, right? To play around with until margin kicks in. So I have 15 minutes till I need to kind of log off here. What do you guys think? Should we do anything? Should we do anything crazy? Let's look at IWM 246. Let's go back to the RoDY. IWM synthetic is at 260. Yeah, and this expires 1/15/27. Should we lower the cost basis? I don't think so. It's not down enough. Yeah. What do you guys think? Or should we add TQQQ to the wheel file? I'm just looking at my watch list. VIX is down. Opens green. There you go. Look at ASST. It's up 6%. It's at 941. I bought a leap, I think at $8 a week ago or so. Or no, a few days ago. But all right, let's see what else we got going on here. You guys love semi. Yeah, renty. What's renty's yield? Pull it up here. RNTY. That's green. $50 launch, right? Where's the yield? Dividends. Dividend yield 10%. That's it. Oh, it's a target 12. So 12%. Let's check out their holdings. Welltower, Prologis, Texas. There's your realty income. I mean, this would not be bad. It's 89% real estate, 3% energy, and 6.9% other. Does anyone own renty? Semi is impressive every week. Well, no, this week was really good. I don't know about every week, but they have their moments. I am writing on TQQQQQQQQQ and buying a share every week of TQQQ. If you look out at stock analysis at 16 years, I think the return on TQQQ is insane. TQQQ. Let's see how far. I mean, you could do max, I think, right? So if you go out max, this goes back to what, 2011? Yeah, 21,292%. I know, like, people say, oh, this is not a long-term hold. This is leverage. Tell that to the person who bought in 2011, right? At 20, what? This can't be right. 27 cents. Like what? Like, oh my God. This is crazy. So if you look at the chart, man, it's not, it looks like maybe it can come down more. I don't know. But yeah, you could probably, let's go, let's check out the options chain for the hell of it. I'm not doing any trades. Don't tempt me. All right, so let's do not all. Let's do 14 strikes. All right, so we got TQQQ. Let's look at the puts for next week. It's at 46. Let's look at the Delta 20s if it's on the screen. The lowest is Delta 26. Last payment it paid about 98 cents. So almost, you know, almost $100 you can make for risking 4,300, right? For 1 week. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But again, 4,300, that's a decent amount of money. So you have to be careful. And you would actually I'd probably go lower, to be honest. I'd probably do a true Delta 20 or less than 20. So if I do the actual Delta, there is no 20, there's a 19. That's a 41.50. I don't do change. So I'd probably go to the 16 Delta, and that would only pay me $56, but I'm risking 4,100. I don't know. Again, that's up to each individual, but yeah, obviously, yes, this thing's a beauty to trade. It's fun. It's awesome. There's no denying that, and it's volatile as all hell. All right, let's see what you got. What's going on in the comments? Yes, 12%. Yep. I have 50 shares of RoDY. Are you happy with RoDY, Biggest Woody? If you're going to do a 12%, look at Suxy. Well, I mean, I don't want them all at 12%. I mean, I want a mix of good ones. I own TQQQ at 17. Why'd you sell? Come on, Cletus. Are you doing a live at 3? We can get the peeps over there if you want. That is because all the splits. Well, yeah, that makes sense. So they had a lot of forward splits. I guess they want to keep the price down to keep it affordable. I like it. Do it. Exactly. I'm happier with RoDY than I am. Well, I mean, that's an awful comparison. Everything's better than MSTU. Well, maybe not today, but at least over the past 6 months or so. MSTU is just any Bitcoin fund. BMNU is even worse, but probably not. I don't have much to talk about. Well, you could just sing, or teach people how to cut hair or whatever. There's plenty to talk about. There's options. You could always talk about any options anyway. But what else should I buy? Should I keep my base as is? I got T-SPY, I got GDXY, and STRC. Yeah, I'm not gonna force it, but let's go back to the base file. Maybe we'll add RoDY. Add RoDY to the mix. Let me go to the other screen and let's check to see what their margin maintenance is. What? I guess because they're a new fund, but their margin maintenance is 100%. That's not good. All right, so again, I'm not about I don't really use the margin, but I'm not about killing it. All right, so what do you think, guys? I'll let you guys decide. Should I add Chippy to my portfolio today? I'll do 10 shares. What do you think? We can check out their holdings through here. That's the beauty of this site. It does it all. You don't even have to pull up anything. Biggest holding NVIDIA. I mean, you really can't go wrong, right? Avgo. I'm already sold, right? I don't know these other crappers, but NVIDIA and Broadcom, if they're the top two, bring it. All right, I already talked myself. I'm buying 10 shares. Screw it. I've only called them the GOAT for like many, many months. So I'm going to own the GOAT. I'm going to do it. Buy 10. Who would have thought I'd be buying some high yield funds again? I said I was only doing options, but I don't trust myself anymore. I went a little too overboard, so I have to put myself in check and let the fund managers work for me again. Okay, there it is. Where is it? Chippy, 10 shares. They're a little more expensive though, so that was like $550. So that ain't cheap. So you know what? I need to even it out now because that costs so much damn money. I need to even it out with my GDXY. So I'll do 10 more of GDXY real quick. Buy 10, market, view. Okay. Gives us 20 shares. And that puts me at 35,000 cash, 17,000 requirement, options requirement. And if we go to positions, yeah. All right. What do you think? Do it. Yeah, I did it. I did it. See? I did it. All right. So let's go to my base file. Yeah, Chippy's part. Chippy is a part. What's their yield? I don't know. 40% probably. Let's see. 37. It's definitely more than that. I'll just put 37 for now. What's their tax treatment? Same thing as GDXY. It's either ordinary income or ROC. And we'll add this here too, just to give you an idea of 2%. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right. So here's our base. How's it look? We have STRC for, consistent 11.5% stable capital. We have T-SPY, S&P 500, 0 DTE, flat capital, 14% yield. We have GDXY, capital unknown, but hopefully good. Exposure to gold, 46% yield. Chippy, the GOAT of all the GOATs in YieldMax, 37% yield. And again, we don't know, right? But they have NVIDIA and Avgo, so they're running crap, But would you rather just have NVIDIA, just have Avgo by themselves, or would you rather have Chippy? I mean, I say Chippy because you don't know, NVIDIA or Avgo themselves could drop. NVIDIA did after earnings, and their earnings were awesome, right? So it's like, all right, so what the hell do you do? But I think the whole sector probably went down as well. So Chippy would have probably been taking a beating. All right. Anyway, guys, we did all the rolls. In case you missed it, I sold a put on TSLL. I sold a $12 put, and I collected $14. I know, whoopee-doo, right? But again, better than nothing. It's a low risk trade, but decent reward. TSLL is currently trading at $13.92. I do have a $14 put. Well, I have a $12, $13, and $14 put expiring in less than an hour. But again, as of right now, the $14 put will be assigned, which is fine. I'll take it. So give me those shares at 14. I'll take it. And these two will likely expire worthless. So we'll keep an eye out for that. In fact, I can mark them worthless already. So boom and boom. So weekly income on just the wheel, a whopping $70. But again, I said I'm dipping my toes lightly in the wheel. As far as all the other trades, let's make sure my RoDY as app worked. Sometime 309. Is that what I made? Yeah. So very, 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 very low this week. $309 in income. Because the market took a dump. What can you do? It is what it is. So, I mean, it's again, it didn't hit the goal. My goal is 510 because I want to be able to support and pay the bills of, $2,000 approximately, because it leaves the account. No matter what I make, no matter how my portfolio does, I have 2,000 leaving the account every single month and nothing coming in. So that's the issue. So I need to obviously do better and have a better strategy going forward. Find a way to make money on this disaster of a market. Find a way to make money in a bull market, which obviously is not hard, and find a way to make money in a flat market. But so that's pretty much it. Unless you guys have any other questions, wow, I'm over an hour. Holy crap. Let's take a look at Bitcoin one more time. Bitcoin, it's a Bitcoin. Stay up, bro. Stay up. I like it much better at 73, but it never freaking stays. I guess we're going to be back down to 60s, aren't we? Oh, well. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video was for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, whatever, man. I don't care. I don't care anymore. If you're not entertained, then go home. Go away. Go to sleep. Oh, yeah. One more subscriber. It's like I'm starting over. It's kind of fun, though. Obviously, I'm not monetized on this channel, but it doesn't matter. Again, YouTube Pay sucks lately, so I don't really care. I'm going to branch out my 3 channels. So there's the Retire on Options channel. I have a Retire on Crypto channel, and I have the Retire on Dividends channel. They're going to be focused on the name of the channel, and that's the whole point. So whether I'm monetized on certain channels or not, again, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to be as focused on, in the beginning, I was super focused. I was pumping out content. YouTube income was fantastic. And now it kind of took a big dip. And you know what? It's fine. It just made me kind of slow things down and just, have fun again. So this channel, I'm going to definitely have fun. I have 180 subscribers. So if you want to help, I'm going to actually play the other song. In the beginning, I played the one RoDY song. In the end, I'm going to play the other. So if you want to help me get 1,000 subscribers, especially if you're still here and while the song plays, share the channel. Go on X, share it on X. Go on your YouTube, post it, or whatever else you got. You got Facebook, you got whatever. Again, that's the way. Word of mouth, right? And hopefully we get some subs. Hopefully I get at least one additional sub while the song plays. All right? So if you're on X right now, if you're watching on X, share this, right? Maybe one person will subscribe. It's fun to watch this subscriber count. All right. I'm gonna hit the song and we're probably gonna end the video. But if you want to do a keyword, what do you guys think? Keyword. How about Chippy? Chippy is the GOAT. That is the keyword. All right, I'm gonna play a song. Hang around, listen to it, drink some coffee with me, and then we'll watch the subscriber count fly.
Meet RoDY, more bang for the buck. Wall Street suits, your time is up. Meet RoDY, more bang for the buck. Meet RoDY, more bang for the buck. Wall Street suits, your time is up. Stack that premium, protect my 6 upside open, but I hedge that risk. Garage born plan, average Joe taking a stand. RoDY's the method, RoD is the man, RoD is the man. Yeah, didn't wait on permission. I picked up the weight, phone in my hand, early hours, learning to take a rise toward patience. No room for excuses. Every choice mattered cause the outcome it uses. I stopped handing the wheel, the voices I trusted. Took responsibility, that's when it functioned. If it worked, that was earned. If it failed, that was mine. Family in my vision, so I stayed on the grind. This wasn't about hustle or flexing the grind. It was structure and rules I could run every time. RoDY came from effort with discipline attached. Built for the people who carry the weight. So meet RoDY, more bang for the buck. Wall Street suits, your time is up. Stack that premium, protect my 6 upside open, but I hedge that risk. Garage born plan, average Joe taking a stand. RoD is the method, RoD is the man, RoD is the man. I don't chase green candles, I monetize waiting. data, working daily while they're guessing and praying. Premium stacking, structure over sensation. Volatility, paying rent with no conversation. Wrist boxed and tight before the play even starts. Calm under pressure, John Wick with the plan. They argue direction, I structure the trade. Let volatility work while emotion gets played. Fast money flashy, but it fades when it's pressed. I want repeatable wins with my downside dress. Not a lottery ticket, this a blueprint I trust. Level the field, get more bang for the buck. Meet RoDY, more bang for the buck. Wall Street suits, if your time is up. Stack that premium, protect my six. Upside open, but I hedge that risk. Eyes born playing, average Joe, taking a stand. RoDY's the method, RoDY's the man, RoDY's the man, is the man. Family to your head. I don't need hype, I don't need a crowd. Just rules I respect when the pressure gets loud. This ain't for everyone, that's part of the design. RoDY rewards the ones who take responsibility every time. RoDY the method. RoDY, the people, the people, RoDY. If you want it, carry the weight. Meet RoDY, more bang for the.
All right, we didn't get that one subscriber. We'll fight better next time. Anyway, thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching after. And have a good night, everyone. Later.